Hey guys, it's Teresa. Thanks for joining me again on my channel for another video. Today's video, I want to talk to you guys about some free or inexpensive Valentine's Day gift ideas. Alright guys, I know this video may seem a bit premature because we are still in January, but January will be gone before we know it, and it will be February 14th before we can say Happy Valentine's Day. So I wanted to go ahead and get this video up so that some of you could get some ideas on some cheap or free ways that you can get some romance going for that significant other without breaking the bank, because I know it can be hard, especially if you're living on a budget like I am. So the very first idea that I have is a very simple one. It's an oldie but a goodie, and it is just breakfast in bed. If you can get up early enough and get downstairs or into your kitchen before your husband or your wife does, and go ahead and make their favorite foods for breakfast, put it on a tray, make it look really nice, and then get back up to your bedroom and present that to them. That is really romantic, really sweet, and it shows that you care and that you put a little effort and thought into it because you got up at the crack of dawn just to make them breakfast. I know this kind of sounds like something that a juvenile or a child will do, but it's a really good idea. You can kind of take some craft paper and some really pretty colors. You can maybe do them in the colors of that person's or that person's favorite colors and make a coupon booklet. It can be anything from free kisses to hugs, or, you know, dinner, or, you know, doing the chores for that person. You know, if they always have to wash the dishes, you can give them a coupon book that says you'll wash the dishes every day for a week, and I'm sure they'll like that because I do not like washing dishes. So if someone offers me something that I can't usually get, that's really nice, and just going through the effort in doing the coupon book with things you already have around your house will not cost you a dime. The next thing you can do is, if that person works really hard when they get home, you can run them a nice bubble bath, or, you know, whatever they like to do. Let them put their feet up and give them a back rub, give them a foot massage, something like that. You know, just make it a nice pampering night for that person. Everyone doesn't like hot bubble baths, but if someone does like a hot bubble bath, go ahead and have their bubble bath running or already full by the time they get home. And when they get there, just let them know, baby, you don't have to do anything. Just go in, take you a nice soak, and when you come out, the night is all yours. And sometimes just doing little things like that will make someone feel really special. The next idea is for this person that may have to work during the day on Valentine's Day, but you may have a little time on your hands. You can make a nice picnic basket and take it to their job on their lunch break. All you have to do is make some sandwiches, maybe get some snacks, some fruit, and maybe some cheese or something like that. Put it in a basket with a blanket. Go over to your husband or your wife's, your girlfriend, your boyfriend's job, and when they go on lunch, you can surprise them with the picnic basket. Maybe take a blanket and walk down to a park, or maybe drive over to the park or something like that. Put the blanket out and just enjoy the company of one another on Valentine's Day. That's something that's going to be really, really cheap because it's free. You just use the things that you already have at home, and it shows a huge sentimental value when you go out of your way, go down to someone's job, and wait for them to go on lunch and just do all of that for them. I'm sure they'll be impressed. The next one is something that most people, I think, do on Valentine's Day, and that is simply to just have a candlelit dinner. I feel like people don't really do the whole candlelight romance thing anymore, but this would be a really nice change. Just light some candles on your dining room table, set out the dinner out there, and then just the two of you just sit there and talk, be normal, have a great dinner, and then just go curl up on the couch and watch a movie. Maybe you can rent the person's favorite movie and have that there for them so that they can just relax and watch the movie with you and curl up on the couch And that's really romantic, and it's also really relaxing because you don't have to do much. All you have to do is make dinner and set up a few candles and make it feel a little special. Maybe open up some sparkling grape juice, or if you like champagne or wine or whatever like that, just open that up and have some sippies, you know, along with your dinner, and there you go. You've made some memories. This next idea is a really fun one, but it will take some forethought, and it's a scavenger hunt. A great idea is to maybe go to that person's job or wherever they're going to be on Valentine's Day and leave them a nice little note on their car. So when they come out to leave, they see the note on the car, and then that note leads them somewhere else, where they find another note that leads them somewhere else, and then they find another note that eventually leads them to home, and then you'll be there waiting on them. And that brings me to my last and final tip for a cheap or free Valentine's Day gift, and it's you. This tip is obviously for my married couples out there, and if you are not 18 or older, you definitely should not take this for a good idea. But once that person gets home, you can maybe be there in some nice lingerie, or maybe just wearing like a bow or something like that to indicate that you are the gift, and then they can unwrap the gift and you guys can enjoy one another, because that's what being married is all about. And Valentine's Day, you know, you want to show that love, even though I feel like you should show love each and every day that you're with someone, because that's really what everyone needs in life. It's more love and more affection. But on this day, I know that people take time to really go out of their way and do a lot of things. And if you feel like you don't have the money to show that person how much you love them with diamonds and these huge gifts and things like that, I hope that these have been some really good inspirational ideas for you guys to go ahead and be creative, think outside of the box, and you'll still have a very great and fun, loving Valentine's Day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel, and until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.